So recently I posted a video about creating better song lyrics, and one of the main tips was getting more in touch with your emotions and actual experiences. But somebody commented, and I actually thought this was a really good question, and they were just like, what if I don't have emotions and experiences? Now, of course, we all have emotions and experiences because I feel like your everyday life is experiences and emotions. But maybe you don't have something that happens every single day that is song worthy. So let's talk about what we can do to overcome this sort of obstacle. Tap into your imagination. Literally become a full-on storyteller. Create fictional characters and scenarios that you can just add some melody and lyrics to. This is something I often do if I'm in an experiential drought, if that makes any sense. Sometimes we're not madly in love. Sometimes we don't really have anything worth telling a story about. You and your imagination can go crazy. So don't be afraid to just make something up. I've done that several times. I've put crazy twists onto real stories. So maybe I wrote a song about a breakup and I might have embellished a little bit the things me and the person said to each other or the things that were going on in the room. It doesn't have to be actual factual. The beauty of making art is that you are in control. Sometimes I'll turn on TV shows or movies and I will pick a character out of that show and write from their perspective something that they may have been feeling or going through. I've also taken stories that my friends have told me about crazy things that they've had go on, and some of them have gone on to be my best songs, but they are not from my own personal experiences. Some artists that are really good at narrating stories and creating characters are people like Eminem, Taylor Swift, Jason Mraz. I would study some of their lyrics and see how they're piecing together some things. I think also Billie Eilish is good at this, as well as Alec Benjamin and Charlie Puth. I literally just downloaded a new release from Alec Benjamin called I Sent My Therapist to Therapy, and I think this is a great example of somebody explaining an experience that has nothing to do with love or anything that we traditionally relate to songwriting, but more so a potential experience that he has on a daily basis. But I don't know if this is a fictional or non-fictional song, but that's what makes it great. Another great way to overcome the emotional and experiential block you may be working through right now is to create a song around a universal theme. I know typically we always default to love. Majority of songs are about love or tend to be something relating to love, but other universal themes that we all experience are things like loss, betrayal, working hard at your job, persistence, pushing through in tough scenarios, friendship, family, and then you can start getting into more abstract concepts like space in the universe, energy. I would take some time to jot down some universal themes that may come up in your life or the people around you in your life and figure out how to draft some stories from there and start creating melodies, lyrics, and developing chords and a track around all of that. Something else that's great is journaling or just spewing all of your thoughts onto a page and pick up on any themes that are reoccurring in your life. Perhaps those themes are the type of songs you need to be writing, it's the type of album you could be developing. This is actually one of my favorite ways to write. Sometimes if I already have an instrumental that I really like, or it's bringing up some kind of feeling in me, because sometimes if you just sit with the track and think about the key of the song and like, do the chords sound sad? Do the chords make you feel in love? And perhaps if you're struggling with connecting with your emotions and experiences, it's because you haven't taken a second to see where you really are, because I'm sure there's something you're going through, and it doesn't have to be love, it doesn't have to be the typical things. It could be something that's important to you that even though you may feel you're going through it alone, there's going to be a listener who is going to connect with your specific story.